And welcome to the F.G. Clark Activity Center on the campus of Southern University. Southern Jaguar basketball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chris Powers, and what a big game this is. It is a rivalry game always, whether it's football, basketball, tennis, it doesn't matter. When Southern and Grambling State get together, it's just always a friendly rivalry, but it is that, a rivalry. And they come into this contest for the women. This is a rematch of last year's SWAC Tournament Championship game with the Grambling State Tigers going to the title or the NCAA tournament for the first time in 16 years. Well, it's a rematch of that competition now here today. Southern won the first game over at Grambling State, and then now it's the second game of the year as the second half of the season begins today with this game. Southern comes in at first place with a record of 7-2, tied with Prairie View A&M. That's one of the only teams they lost to. And for Grambling State, they're just a game behind that at 6-3. So they're looking to get some action here today as well. It's Alumni Day, so look for the band. The Human Jukebox will be here. A lot of
Chris
here as well.
Chris.
So it should be a very good competition here at the F.G. Clark Activity Center. We've had some radio problems. We're on the air now with that. Again, we're keeping getting the fans to come on in here. We expect a big game. It's a doubleheader. The men doubleheader immediately after this for about 30 minutes. And we'll have both
WXOK, Port Allen, Baton Rouge, giving you a shot at $1,000
today.
What is the key to this game for Southern University? At 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m.
Like a Larry Scott.
For
Larry Scott, 0.6 ball game, but as of late, she has come on to be the leader, and she is big time. Also, Brittany Rose has been good. Courtney Parsons had a good game last Saturday, had a good game today against the Baltimore State Braves. So hopefully Brittany Rose can come out and have a good game as well. And then, of course, Skylar Aubert. She's been in a slump lately. If Skylar Aubert can get going, Skylar Aubert could be that player that we need, no question about that. All right, it's time now for today's starting lineups, and our lineups right here. First for the visiting Grambling State Tigers. As we can see, they are in their all-black jerseys with their gold trim, and they are ready to go with the starting lineups here, and here we go with them. There'll be Freddie Murray, who is a first-year coach. He was an interim coach last year, brought them to the championship game, and therefore he is back now as the permanent head coach. He looks down right now as he has a gold sweater on with a black jacket and black pants. Here's the starting lineup today. At guard, Kyla Hill. She's one of the best players in the SWAC, averaging 19.2 points per ball game, a 5'7" senior from Little Rock, Arkansas. Also at guard, a 5'8" senior from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. She averages 11.9 per ball game. She wears 13, Jasmine Boyd. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, went to Scotlandville High School. She wears number 12, Justice Coleman, averages 5.7 points per ball game. At guard, a 5'10" junior from Ashbourne, Georgia, wears number 23. She is Malaysia Giatsi. She averages 4 points per ball game. And then finally in the forward spot, a 6'1" junior from Kettering, Ohio, wears number 25, averages 2.3 per ball game. She is Conley Banks. And that's the starting lineup. A small lineup for Grambling State. They're a fast team, and they are looking to pay back Southern University and steal one here on their home court like Southern did on theirs. Now for the Southern Jaguar, Lady Jaguar basketball team, Coach Carlos Funches in his first year has a starting lineup looking like this. At guard, a 5'7" senior from White Castle, Louisiana. She wears number 4, averages 9.4 points per ball game. Her name is Skylar Aubert. Also at the guard spot, a 5'9" junior from Westlake, Louisiana. She wears number 24 and averages 6.3 points per ball game. Jaden Towner. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She wears number 11, averages 3.2 points per ball game. Rashata Coward. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore from Richton, Mississippi, wears number 2, averaging 7.6 per ball game, but she's brought it on. It's Alaric Scott. And finally, the point guard, a 5'6" senior from New Orleans, Louisiana. She wears number 5, averages 3.7 points per ball game. She is Daniela Charles. Southern will be in their white jerseys with their gold and Columbia blue trim. And they, of course, the home team in this basketball game today. Today's game is presented by Care South and Coca-Cola. Guests in the zone tonight, sponsors of today's game. Thank you, Karuba's Italian Grill, Bati Doggett, and the Jambalaya Shop on Perkins Road. Chet Futno, the chef, and their staff for the VIP Jag Zone tonight. And they are sponsoring the meal for today. Well, for the first time I've ever seen this, Southern's inner lights go off. And that is the first time I've been doing basketball here since 2001 that they've done that. And that's pretty nice the way they've got that feature now set, if that's good. And that is. The lights come right back on immediately. And the human jukebox right behind me. And we are ready to get going. Now, tradition is that the crowd stands until the first basket has been drawn. So we're expecting a good competitive basketball game for this afternoon, no question, in both games. And we're just about ready to get things underway. Lady Jags, only 2 losses this year, have come against Prairie View A&M. That was the first game of the year in the SWAC, and Alabama State 2 games ago, but they're back on the win streak because they beat Alcorn State on Saturday, a week ago today. All right, here we go. And Southern basically a smaller team too. And jumping it will be number 11, Rashante Coward for Southern University. And number 25, Conley Banks. Banks, a 6'1" junior from Kettering, Ohio. Here's the tip of the ball, and it is going to Grambling State. We're underway. Tigers with a basketball. And down to the far side, and on the top is Boyd. Boyd can't do anything with it. Good defense, Southern University right now, and in a man-to-man defense. It's where they start out usually, and Coach Funchess likes the man-to-man defense better than the zone. Here is a basket kiss off the backboard, good by Yancey, number 23, and that's how Grambling State starts off. It's 2-0. 9:33 left to play in the first quarter. Southern's got it back on this side. Danielle Charles with the basketball on this side. Right there on the wing looking to go low. Couldn't get it to, and now we're going to have the shot from Towner, and she got it. Good roll. Jaden Towner gets her first 2 of the ball game, and Southern has tied it up at 2-2. Long pass down the other side. Here's the quick shot. Good-looking shot, just couldn't fall for number 12, Coleman, and Southern comes down with a rebound. Southern is third in the conference in defensive rebounds. It's something big today. Oh, and a turnover right there from Danielle Charles. The ball was intended down low for Coward. And it will be Grambling State's basketball. Just getting underway, 9 minutes exactly in the first. Southern and Grambling State. And always what is a rivalry in any sport we play. Yancey with the basketball being double teamed, and she turned the ball over. And here comes the one. I hope she gets back going again. Shot goes, and she's fouled on Skylar Aubert. Oh, it's a charge on Skylar Aubert. That's her first personal foul, the first team foul. Skylar has been struggling from the field. I hope that she can get her stroke going, because when she gets it going from downtown, she's hard to stop. So that's the first foul of the ball game. Here come the Tigers down on the other end, and they look determined. Shot is in by Yancey. And Yancey's got all 4 points of the ball game for the Grambling State Tigers. It's 4-2 at the 8:28 mark. Back to the Southern Jaguars now. Lyric Scott's got the ball. Long pass on the other end to Skylar Aubert. Back out on this side to Scott on the top. Now Scott bounce pass down low. Get it to Coward. Back out to Scott. Scott's got it in. Scott's got her first 2 of the ball game, and we're tied at 4-4. 8:05 left to play in the first quarter. Pass on this side, and here come the Grambling State Lady Tigers. Other 3-point shot on the other side. Looked good, but just did not go. But a rebound comes down, and the basket is good by number 12, Coleman. That's Coleman's first 2 of the ball game, and somebody other than Yancey scores, but it was the pass from Yancey that gets the 2, and it's 6-4. Grambling on top again. Danielle Charles trying to take it coast to coast. It's going to be a foul on number 23, Yancey. That's going to be Grambling's first foul of the ball game. They actually call that on Connolly. That might be a correction, because Conley, I don't think, was anywhere near her. But Danielle Charles will go to the line. It's a shooting foul. And Danielle Charles First shot is good. And it's 6-5 with a 7:40 mark. Second shot coming from Danielle Charles. Southern is a 69% free throw shooting team. And here's the second shot, and that one missed. So Southern down by 1, 6-5. 7:33 in the first quarter. Here comes Grambling State down, and boy, I tell you what, they are moving fast. Grambling State wants to score. Here's a three-point shot, looked good, but just a little short. Could not fall in for Hill. Kyla Hill, one of the top scorers in the SWAC. Aubert with the basketball, lost control of it for a moment, and then now Hill takes it back from her. So Hill with the basketball now, bringing it down. Here's a short jumper from the baseline, and that one is in. And I'll tell you what, Yancey is on fire. That's her 6th point of the ball game. She's got 6 of the 8 points for Grambling State of the Tigers. And Yancey comes in here averaging only 4 points per ball game. She's got that average and then some. Danielle Charles on the other side. Here's Towner with a 3-point shot, and she got it. That's 5 of the ball game. And quickly, Freddie Murray wants to call a timeout. We'll take one here as well. 30-second timeout of the ball game. Southern has tied the game up. It's 8-8. 6:47 left to play here in the first on the Southern University Radio Network. Welcome back, everybody, here to the F.G. Clark Activity Center on the campus of Southern University. Right now, Southern tied with Grambling 8-8. Towner with 5 points in the ball game for Southern. Alaric Scott with 2. Danielle Charles with 1 point. Right now, Southern is shooting 3 for 3 from the field, 100%. Grambling State's now 4 out of 7 for 57%. But turnovers has been something they want to control, and they already have 3 turnovers in the ball game, and we've just got underway not long ago. So the Tigers with the basketball right now, and Hill, their top scorer, averaging 19.2 a ball game. She was the big one in the championship game last year. She can be a killer for Southern, and that's a good defensive play from Towner. Almost got the basketball away. Hill's got the ball back again. Skylar Aubert is on her. Now they double team her with Towner. Towner fouled her. Should have been called a foul, but we'll take it. Alaric Scott. Here's down to Towner. Towner's rebound. Layup is in. And Towner starts off with 7 points in the ball game. Towner comes in this ball game averaging 6.3. She's right at her average. Southern now takes their first lead of the ball game. It's 10-8. And Southern now, it's going to be a foul called, I believe, on Alaric Scott.
Jaguar basketball. Substitution for Southern checking in, number 12, Courtney Carson. And checking in for Greenland.
They're going to, did they call that on? I don't know who they called that one on.
Also checking in for Southern, number 35, Kaylin Williams.
It's Southern's basketball. Oh, it's 10-second count. But I saw that she had held a 4 on there, and 10-second count. I didn't see her other hand. 10-second count. That was a travel not called, and Parsons traveled with a basketball, but that was missed. Southern back on defense, and quickly here goes Hill, and she gets her first 2 of the ball game. You got to watch it because when she starts scoring, she gets it in, and we're tied again at 10-all. 5:33 left to play in the first. Here's a layup, Alaric Scott. That's 4 in the ball game for her. That was very good instincts for her to get right there. She found an open layup right there, and another steal. Here comes Alaric Scott. Stole it and lays it up and in. Alaric Scott with 4 straight points puts Southern up 12-10. 5:10 left to play. in the first period. Lyric Scott has been the player down the stretch that has been playing very good for Southern right now, and that's who they need. Offensively and defensively, and almost a steal. Down the shot. Here's the layup, and that's good. I mean, here's the short jumper. Not Coleman. Hits the ball. That's your fourth of the ball game. And it's 14-12 now. Southern on top by 2. All right, now it's Aubert with the basketball on this side. Aubert breaks through, tries to lay it up, and that's going to be a hard foul. But it's going to be called on Grambling State because their feet wouldn't set, but both players down right now.
Charge the foul on Grambling State.
And look at this right here. She came by. She just didn't have her feet just didn't have her feet planted. Number 12, Justice. That's her first personal foul. And going to the free throw line, it's Skyla Aubert, number 4. Aubert has played point guard when she first got into Southern University. Then they moved her to wing. She was very comfortable with that wing. And she don't show her frustrations with her face, but she has been frustrated because she's been in what every player in sports goes through is a slump. Baseball is hard. You just can't hit the ball. It's as small as a BB. But when you're hitting it, it's as big as a grapefruit. But in basketball, you just that hole is just so small, and then she misses the first free throw shot. 14-12 the score. Southern on top by 2. 4:33 left to play here in the first. Southern will play again on Monday against Jackson State in another doubleheader. Here's the second shot, and that one's in. And that one goes for Aubert, her first points of the ball game, and Southern with their largest lead now, 15-12, 3-point game. Now you're going to watch an exciting player come in, and that's Brittany Rose, number 3. She averages 8.9 per ball game. The only thing against her is that she'll turn the ball over a lot. Now, she's very quick, that's why. Here's a quick pass and a quick layup by Coleman, and that's 6 of the ball game for her. It's now back to a 1-point game, 15-14 the score. Courtney Parsons have come in the ball game. Bounce pass on this side, and we've got a new player in the game too. Amana McWayne, she had double digits, 10 points against Alcorn on last Saturday. Courtney Parsons lost it down on the baseline, but it was hit off of a Grambling State player, and they'll get the ball with 12 seconds underneath their own goal. 15-14 the score, Southern up by 1. McWayne looking for the quick pass in. They couldn't find it. Now they will get it to McWayne. And McWayne on this side, bounce pass to Rose. Rose going to 7 seconds. She's going to have to shoot. Rose lost the handle. Now she threw the ball away. Now gives it to Parsons. Parsons' shot is in. Ooh, we got lucky on that one. Rose lost the handle on it, then give it to Parsons, and then Parsons lost it. And finally, Southern gets it back and scores at 17-14. They're saying it's 28 seconds on the shot clock. For some reason, the 2 seconds came off, and Grambling hadn't even touched the ball yet. And they're talking to the officials on the scores table on the other side. Here is Brittany Rose, gives it to Parson. Parson right there on the baseline, does it really quick. Good job by Courtney Parsons. All right, they're going to have 29 seconds on the shot clock, and the reason for that is they said that Courtney Parsons knocked the ball on the inbound down, and it went out of bounds off her. Grambling State got the basketball back again, down by 3 points with 3:38 left to play in the first. Hill with the basketball, stopped at the free throw line, goes up for the shot, missed it. And coming down is McWayne. McWayne, long pass out this side, out to Rose. Rose takes the shot and scores. She's good. She's a junior. She is from Jackson, Mississippi, averages 8.9 points per ball game. And here she almost had a good steal there on Hill. Here comes Hill bringing it down. Hill's going to lay it up. Traveled, yep. And she took too many steps. And Southern will get the ball. 5-point lead, the largest lead for Southern right now, 19-14. Southern shooting still 8 for 9 from the field for 89%. Foul. And it'll be against Southern University. A legal screen called to McWayne. That's foul number 1 for McWayne and foul number 2 for Southern University. So Grambling will get the basketball down by 5 with 3 minutes exactly left to play. And they turn the ball over again. Here comes Parsons. Parsons going to go for the layup. Nope, missed it. Rebound comes down to Grambling State's Hill. Here comes Hill. And here's the shot on this side. Three-point shot is in by number 21. That's London's first shot of the ball game, and it's down good for Trey. 19-17 the score. Southern up by 2. Parsons with the basketball. Trying to get it on the other side. Can't do it. Good defense right now by Grambling State. And McWayne, going to be a reach-in foul called on the Grambling State Tigers. And that foul on Parsons, number 3. Her first personal foul. And that's the third team foul. And here we go. And Parsons with the basketball. Parsons looking around, can't do anything with it. 24 on the shot clock, plenty of time, gets it down low. Here's the shot, nice looking shot at first, but a foul's going to be called on Grambling State. It's going to be foul on Fort, number 1. So Forte's first personal foul, but going to the free throw line for Southern University. And Tanera Moore, 5.5 points per ball game. Her first shot is no. Moore is a 6-foot freshman from Baltimore, Maryland. And she gives it everything she's got. She may not score a whole bunch of points, but she gives it everything she's got. Second shot will not go. Too hard on both. They're kind of a rainbow shots on both of them. And back for Grambling State. And Hill's got the basketball. You can tell they want Hill to be a big part. She is the SWAC Player of the Week in Lady ladies basketball. And shot will not fall for Forte, and Southern will get the ball. Parsons on this side, and McWayne takes the shot. That was a line drive shot, couldn't get it. Coming down with it is Forte. Long pass on this side again. Here come the Grambling State Tigers. Here's a long three-point shot, and it will not fall. Rebound comes down, and we're going to have a foul on the Jaguars. I believe it's going to be they're going to call on Tanera Moore, but you can hear the crowd, boy, big time, really upset. That's her first personal foul, and Moore will come out of the ball game. And coming in the ball game for the first time is Siandra Mcgee. You don't see her very often in the lineup, but she's in. She is a 6'3" freshman from Terry, Mississippi. I'll tell you, that's something that Coach uses a lot of his bench. In the Alcorn State game, they scored 75 points. 50 of the 75 points came from the paint, and they outscored Alcorn State big time from the bench points. And Grambling State with the basketball. Here's the turnaround shot. Good turnaround shot. Perfect shot. And that shot goes by Parsons, number 3. That's her first 2 of the ball game, and we're just like that tied up 19-19. Southern has not scored in the last 2:18 and take that away. Courtney Parsons breaks that streak with her 4th point of the ball game. Back Southern to 21-19. 56 seconds left to play. Here's the shot, wide open. Nobody grabbed her. And that's Parsons again. That's her 4th point of the ball game. 45 seconds left here in the first. Courtney Parsons, our Parsons, brings the ball down the court. Oh, good crossover dribble. Takes the shot, and it's going to be a foul against Grambling State. That foul will come against the Tigers, number 2, Hill. And here it is right there. Hill just did not get her legs planted. And with that, Parsons was going very she was very aggressive going to that baseline. All right, here's Parsons with her first free throw shot, and it's good. Courtney with 5 points in the ball game. And Southern now 3 out of 7 from the free throw line. Her 43%. Parsons will spin the basketball and take her second shot, and she got both. 6 in the ball game for Courtney Parsons. 6 seconds differential. Now the shot clock gets stuck at 30. They're going to change it down to probably about 27. They say it's 28 right now. That's where they're going to put it, 28. And the referees are going to talk about it again because they got it to midcourt, but 1 second didn't make a difference at all. 23-21 the score. Southern up by 2 points with 34.8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. F.G. Clark Activity Center on the campus of Southern. Grambling State in third place. 1 game behind Southern, tied for first place with Prairie View A&M. All right, so Hill's got the basketball, looking to drain the shot as much as she can, the shot clock. Pass it on down for the baseline shot. Here it is, no good. Rebound comes down to Towner, but she lost it, but it will go off of Hill last. And Southern will get a chance to take the final shot of the first quarter. 13.1 seconds left. The shot clock is off. Southern on top by 2, 23-21. And here's the inbound pass, and Parsons will bring the ball down the court. Parsons looking around. 6 seconds left. She's got to make the move. Nope, stole. And the Tigers come out with a steal, and she got a score. That's going to be the end of it. She didn't know what time was left. Boyd, second leading scorer on the team, has yet to score. She didn't know where it was. She got a timeout of the ball game. 23-21, the end of the first quarter. Back after this timeout, Southern on top. Right here, Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never, ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, official chicken of Southern University. One love.
All right, we're back here from the F.G. Clark Activity Center, Pelican Sports TV. You're having technical difficulties on the radio side. We apologize for that. And hopefully we'll get that rectified here pretty soon. Right now, Southern leading at 23-21. We're at the beginning of the second period. Some people call it periods, some people call it quarters. Now, most coaches do not like it. They want it the 2 halves. The men are considering it. They've talked about it in a couple of meetings, and they're hoping that they'll go with it all. All right, Danielle Charles back in the ball game. She'll run the point guard for Southern. They're up by 2. Their largest lead of the ball game has been 5. Charles with the basketball here on this side. So back to Towner. Towner goes to the baseline, takes the shot, a little bit too hard. Rebound comes down to Grambling State, and rebounding was Parsons, number 3, Takiria Parsons. Here's a shot for 3-point, too hard on the other side. And coming down with it for Southern University is Brittany Rose. Both teams, Southern shot 9 for 14 from the field. Here's a shot in by Brittany Rose. That's her 4th in the ball game, and Southern back up by 4, 25-21. 9:15 left to play in the first half of the ball game. Hill's got the ball for Grambling State, the SWAC Player of the Week last week. And, good dish. But that's going to be a charge called. That's on Hill. I thought that would be on Hill. That's her second foul. That's her second foul. So she's already got 2 fouls very quickly right there. She dished it off perfectly to a wide open player, but she charged in to the defender. And here we go. With the basketball now for Southern University's Danielle Charles. Charles comes on this side because it's a Towner. Towner thought about taking a 3-point shot but didn't do it. Now back out to Brittany Rose on the other side, right in front of Grambling's bench. Pass on this side to Skyla Aubert. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Good shot. Good shot. Skyla Aubert used that pivot foot to make a move, and she got her 3rd point of the ball game. It's 27-21. Southern's now largest lead at 6. Steal. Skyla Aubert knocked the ball away, but running to get it back again is Hill. Good job. Skylar Bear looks like she's determined to have a good game today. Here's Hill, cross dribble. Can't do anything with it, and it's going to be a foul against Southern University. Let's see who the foul's going to call on. It's going to be on number 4, O'Bear. That's her second personal foul of the ball game. 27-21 the score. 8:14 left to play here in the first half. And Hill will go to the free throw line. Grambling's first shot at the free throw line today. And it's going to come from their leading scorer, Kyla Hill, from Little Rock, Arkansas. First shot is in. That's only her third point of the ball game. She comes in averaging 19.2. Lyric Scott comes in the ball game. Skylar Bear will come back out. So one more shot here for Hill. And she missed it. Lyric Scott chases it down for the rebound. And Scott will give it to Danielle Charles, and Charles will bring the ball down the court. 8:07 left to play here in the first. It's 27-22. And here's Lyric Scott. Pass, nope. Too hard, trying to pass it to Cower down low. Here comes Grambling State and the Tigers. Hill almost traveled with it as she tried to get it downhill. He couldn't do it. Shot will not go. Rebound comes down to Grambling State from the elbow. Taking the shot, missing it right there was Coleman. And once again, Southern comes down with it. Brittany Rose. Brittany can handle the rock. Takes it from the baseline. Kissed it off the glass. Too hard. Won't go. That's going to be out of bounds. And the official did not know who to call it on, but he had no help, so he called it out on Southern. So Grambling will have the basketball. Coming back in the ball game will be Amani McWayne. She'll come in for Brittany Rose. McWayne, a 5'7" freshman from Reston, Louisiana. She had 10 points in the game against Alcorn State a week ago today in Norman, Mississippi. All right, so pass on this side and steal. McWayne stole it. McWayne goes up for the layup. Got it. That's her first two of the ball game. That's her second steal of the game. And Southern now leads it by 7, 29-22, their largest lead of the ball game. Hill, pass it on the other side. Now driving down, the layup is good by 13, Boyd. Boyd's first two of the ball game. She's the second leading scorer, averaging 11.9 per contest. Finally gets on the board. Southern was able to shut her down. That's only her second shot of the ball game. So McWayne with the basketball, pass it on the other side to Lyric Scott. Now Lyric Scott comes up on the top. Danielle Charles. Here is a McWayne with a three-point shot, missed it. Rebound put back by Lyric Scott. She got it. 8 in the ball game for Lyric Scott. Southern will have the basketball. And Parsons will come back in the ball game. And somebody I like to watch play basketball. She is right down the road from Southern Lab, number 35, Kaylin Williams, a 6'1" freshman. She can play very good. All right, she will inbound the basketball. She's right in front of, when she gets it down, her exercising and everything, she is going to be a very good player for Southern University. I promise you that. All right, Parsons with the basketball. Trying to get something, and now she's going to take the shot. She's well short. Southern comes, nope, it's going to be out of bounds off of Grambling State. And Hill said it wasn't off of her, it was. That was a close. Hill said it was not off me. It's right, it's 6:06 now left to play in the first half. Southern on top, 32-24, their largest lead of the ball game, 8. All right, here looking by. Cardi Parsons with the basketball. Pass on the other side to McWayne. McWayne can't do anything with it. Gives it back to Parsons. Back to McWayne. McWayne on the baseline. Is going to take the layup. No, but she got fouled from behind. And that foul will be on number 13, Boyd's first personal foul. And you can see it right here, right from behind. Actually, they're going to call that on 25, Conley Banks. They give her her second personal foul. See, Banks fouled her right from behind. That's her second. And the first free throw. Now 31-24. 32-24 now. Amani McWayne, a 5'7" freshman, has 3 points in the ball game. And her second shot will not fall. Rebound comes down to Grambling State of the Tigers. Coleman. And here, boy, she's carrying the ball all over the place. Boyd, number 13. Ball's like a super ball. Just going all over the place. Here it is right there. You can see it just out of control. She just couldn't handle it. Good to be on Pelican Sports TV today, along with the Southern University Radio Network. Daniela Charles with the basketball. Now trying to drive. Can't do it. Got cut off. Passed on this side to Alaric Scott. Alaric's going to take it in. Takes the shot. Missed it. Tried to get her own rebound. Can't do it. Daniela Charles. And there's going to be a foul called. I believe that's going to be on number 22, Moore. And the referees are kind of talking for a second. Let's see. Did somebody get hurt? Or I don't know what they're talking about. The referees are talking right now. I don't know. Let's go look for the shot again. And there's Scott tries to get it, and she just couldn't get it. They're going to call it on Scott. Yep. Moore's second personal foul. And we've got a timeout in the ball game. Timeout in the ball game, 5:27 left to play here in the first half of action. Southern on top, 31-24. Back after this timeout on the Southern University Radio Network at Pelican Sports TV.
When's the last time you checked your credit score? Those 3-digit scores.
Family road trips just got a whole lot easier. The 2018 Nissan Rogue. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, featuring technologies like available ProPilot Assist, which helps keep an eye on the road ahead and helps you stay centered while you're turning this lane into memory lane. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
And welcome back to Pelican Sports TV here. Southern leads at 31-24 with 5:27 left to play in the first half. This is Alumni Day here. We've got some people from all over coming, and in the men's team we'll have a lot of people here as well. Good to have everybody back. All right, Grambling State with the basketball. 31-24, 7-point game with 5:17 left to play. Southern has led most of the way, and their largest lead has been 8. And the Grambling State Tigers has fought and scratched the whole way. Grambling lost the first game of the year, in the first matchup of the year, I should say. Southern won it on the road. And here is a shot by Hill. Nope, missed it. Right at the buzzer, but Grambling State gets the rebound. Puts it on back. Here's the shot, and missed it. And rebound finally comes down to Southern University, Brittany Rose. Parsons with the basketball. Dished it off to Alaric Scott. Back on top to Rose for an NBA three. No, barely missed it, though. That ball was right on track, just hit the back of the iron. Good shot. Here's a scoop pass and scored by Boyd. That's only the 4th point of the ball game for Boyd. It's 31-26 now. 5-point game at the 4:25 mark. Parsons with the basketball for Southern University. Cross the midcourt stripe. Going to drive it in the paint. Pump fake. She didn't take the shot. Passed on back. Lyric Scott thought about taking a three, but guess what? She got too antsy and she traveled. That is the 6th turnover of the ball game, and we've got a timeout of the ball game. 4:13 left to play in the first half. 31-26. Southern still on top. Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
It's powered.
Care South offers a wide range of comprehensive medical, behavioral health, and dental services. On behalf of the staff and board of directors, we want to thank the parish of Ascension, East Baton Rouge, and Iberville for allowing us to serve you. Come out to any of our locations where family is serving families.
Grand Cherokees, we'd rather sell them than move them.
It's Salisbury's Move and Sale and Jeep Adventure Days.
Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, $27,990.
With Power Group backup camera, keyless entry, and Uconnect.
Get them now at Salisbury's Chrysler,
Dodge,
Jeep,
and Ram in Baton Rouge.
Welcome back, everybody. Pelican Sports TV. Right now, Southern, and the problem with Southern is their scoring droughts. They've gone 2 minutes and 24 seconds without a point. That's not good. And right now, Southern was shooting very well from the field, but now they're starting to drop back to 13 out of 23 for 57%. Grambling State, 12 out of 25 for 48%. Grambling is 1 for 7 from downtown, and Southern is 1 for 2 from the three-point area. But Southern has 7 turnovers in the ball game. Grambling has 9. That's a lot of turnovers in this basketball game. All right, Grambling with the basketball right now. And Southern University digging down on defense. Down low, pump fake, won't go get anything to go. Now Hill's got the ball back again. Takes the one-handed floater, way off short. Way over the back of the backboard, I should say. And it comes down to Brittany Rose. Rose with the basketball. And Rose. And Jaden Towner with the 2 points, 9 points of the ball game. It's 33-26 to score. All right, back out Grambling State. Here's the shot. Missed it on the three-point shot. And Alaric Scott comes down with a rebound. All right, Jaden Towner. Courtney Parsons with the ball. Now Towner's going to take a three-point shot. Boy, it looked good for a while, but did not go. And we've got a timeout called by Southern University. And it looks like it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll take it here as well. 2:33 left to play in the first half, 33-29. Southern on top. Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
Make your tax refund go forward.
I can still remember Charlotte's first day of kindergarten like it was yesterday. Now, she's heading off to college.
So how are you feeling?
I'm nervous. I'm also really excited.
You know you're the first McKernan to not go to LSU in decades. Promise me this, you'll wear purple and gold at all the UT football games.
Dad.
Letting go isn't easy, especially for this Louisiana dad, but our children know family is always there for them. Just like when our clients come to us for help, they'll always be part of the Get Gordon family. We want to be your lawyers for life.
Call 888-8888.
Back here on Pelican Sports TV. Here's the inbound pass. Southern is on top, 33-29. 2:30 left to play in the first half of action. Courtney Parsons has it right in front of the Grambling State bench. Trying to get it over to Williams. Couldn't do it. It gets to Towner. Down low. Towner just threw it right into the hands of a Grambling State player, but good job. Stealing the ball back is Courtney Parsons. Brittany Rose with a three-point shot was well short. Tell that right when it left her hands, it was short. Grambling State with the basketball now. 2:06 left to play in the first half. 33-29, only down to a 4-point game. Southern's biggest lead has been 8. All right, with the basketball, here's Parsons. Now back on top to Williams. Arielle Williams scored her three-point shot here just a moment ago. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pass it off to Boyd. Boyd's going to look like she was trying to take the shot, but then she passed it on down, and Alaric Scott said, I'm taking that one away from you. She stole it. And Southern University in steals, that's their 5th steal of the ball game. All right, down low, can't do anything with it. It's Towner. Here's Williams from the free throw line, couldn't do it. That's going to be a blocking foul on Parsons. Didn't have her feet set. Hard to do when you're pedaling back anyway. You take a look at it. You can't that quick look at it again. Here's Parsons. See her moving her feet. And again, she was going backwards. So when you're going backwards like that, it's hard to get your feet set. And moving in right to her is Arielle Williams. So Grambling State has the basketball. And Parsons is out of the ball game. Here's the shot down low. Reverse layup in. Good shot right there by Coleman. That's her 8th in the ball game, but only the first 2. She had 6 in the first quarter, but now only 2 in the second quarter with the 1 minute mark. It's a 2-point game, 33-31. McWayne. And here's Dania Charles with the basketball. Got the pick from Williams. Dania Charles goes up. She got fouled. And I believe the foul will be on number 3. It is. That's Parsons' second. And there it is right there. See, she was standing still, she said, but no, leaned right into her. And with that, you can see it right there on that instant replay. Good shot from Pelican Sports TV. Good replay right there. Dania Charles' shot is in. Dania's second point of the ball game. And she'll get her second shot. As a team, Southern only shooting 5 out of 11 from the free throw line at 46%. Leading it by 3, 34-31 at the 46.4 seconds left. Second shot is in as it rolls and goes. That's 3 in the ball game from Dania Charles. Grambling State with the basketball now. Trying to make up the points. Down low, can't do anything with it. Now here's a 3-point shot, all rimmed in and out. Williams pulls down a hard rebound. The Southern Lab freshman. And it's only a 4-second shot clock difference from the game clock. Dania Charles brings the ball down the court, 35-31. 4-point game. Grambling has clawed their way back. Dania Charles down to the other side. Here's a 3-pointer by Alaric Scott. Just a line drive shot the whole game. That had no chance. Shot goes out of bounds. I think it's going to be about 5 seconds left in the ball game when they whistle blue. Yep, 5.4. They put it back on there. And here is Grambling State. Here's the shot. Missed it. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Parsons on that missed shot. And Southern 35-31. 4-point game. And we are at the halftime. All right, when we come back, we'll have our At the Half show. Look at scoreboard and also have some guests here in the court side. We'll do that when we come back right after this. Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
Moe's knows you.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouger today.
I can't imagine a day without music. You go downtown, you can find some music. You come uptown, you can find some music. Monday night, they got music. Every night of the week, there's music somewhere. Baton Rouge is a place where it's easy to make friends, it's easy to hear some music, and it's easy to come back. We got the music, we got the food, and we got good people. So with that combination, you can't lose, right? You ever come to Louisiana?
At Roadrunner Towing, we love our God, our children, our nation, and yes, our sports. So let's play ball. Score big when you need a tow, either in East Baton Rouge or West Baton Rouge. Because at Roadrunner Towing, we don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes.
Family road trips just got a whole lot easier. The 2018 Nissan Rogue. Now with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, featuring technologies like available ProPilot Assist, which helps keep an eye on the road ahead and helps you stay centered while you're turning this lane into memory lane. Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton & Fruget. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton & Fruget today.
Back here on Pelican Sports TV, Southern University struggling in the second quarter, 0 for the last 4, 1 for the last 8, and no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 44 seconds. They got off to a great start shooting, but now they've cooled down to a 14 out of 28 for 50%, 1 out of 5 from downtown at 20%, and they are 6 out of 12 from the free throw line at 50%. Leading the way for Southern University in scoring points, Jaden Towner with 9. 8 points for Lyric Scott, 6 points for Courtney Parsons, 2 points for Amani McWayne. And in the paint, it's even at 18-16. Southern on top by only 2. In points of turnovers, Southern leading at 6-4. Fast break points, Southern 8-5. And bench points, Southern only 12-10. So it's right even. And the score's been tied 6 times, and we've had 4 lead changes. Southern outscored them in the first half by only 2, 23-21 in the first quarter, and in the second quarter outscored them by only 2, 12-10, hence the 35-31 4-point lead right now. Southern biggest lead of the ball game has been 8. Grambling's biggest lead has been 3. For the Tigers, their biggest scorer of the ball game is Justice Coleman, number 8. They have been shutting down their top scorer, Kyla Hill, comes in averaging 19.2 points per ball game. Hill's only got 3 points in the game. So Southern has been doing their homework on her. Also, Jasmine Boyd, the second leading scorer, 11.9. She hadn't been doing anything as well. You're looking right now at some kickboxers and doing a little demonstration here at the halftime right there at midcourt. Thrust kick right there, pretty good job. And that's exactly what Southern hopes to do to the Grambling State Tigers here in the second half. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back. Southern on top 35-31. 4-point game. Back after this timeout. Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
Do you want to learn how to get started?
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
Need to see a doctor fast? Lake Express Check-In lets you get in line online. Visit ololrmc.com/express to choose an estimated treatment time at one of our emergency room, urgent care, or physician office locations. A service of Our Lady of the Lake.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
Talk to State Farm agent Anna Jones in Baton Rouge today.
The smart Baton Rouge business traveler travels out of Baton Rouge. Why? It's about not having to wake up hours early, fight traffic, and stand in long lines. It's also about BTR being closer, more convenient, with non-stops and short hops to anywhere your business takes you. Smart. So for your business, if it's about being one step ahead and not dead on your feet, then it's about time you flew BTR. Baton Rouge Metro Airport. It's about time.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, official chicken of Southern University. One love.
Buddies, talking about buddies. You just can't lock them out, buddies. They'll make your day. Hey. Buddies, you can't deny them, buddies. You just can't buy them. You whatever comes your way. Buddies are here to stay.
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Home, away, any game day. At Walk-Ons, we'll help you do game day right.
We're back also on Pelican Sports TV. Couple of scores at the half. Mcgee State and the men's action leading Northwestern State 23-11. 11:07 left to play in the first. LSU beat Auburn 83-78 final score. Later this afternoon, Louisiana Tech will take on Southern Miss. Southeastern will take on Central Arkansas. Nicholls State against UNO. That game also this afternoon. Arkansas Pine Bluff against Alabama State. SWAC play at 5. Jackson State, Alcorn State at 5:30. Grambling State will take on Southern at 5:30 tonight. Mississippi Valley State will be at Alabama A&M also at 6. And Tulane will be at Wichita State at 7. Prairie View A&M will take on Texas Southern. That game is set for 7:30. And University of Louisiana Monroe will take on the University of Louisiana Lafayette. That game is set for 7 p.m. tonight. And that's your college basketball updates here on this beautiful college basketball day. And for Southern University in the second half, they've got to get better. Towards the end, they started turning the ball over a lot. They have 8 turnovers in the ball game. Southern shot 50% from the field, Grambling only 44%. 3-point land, both of them are shooting 20% from downtown. Both are shooting 50% from the free throw line. Turnovers, Grambling with 10, Southern with 8. Points off turnovers, Southern 6-4. Rebounds, Southern 19, Grambling State 17. Defensive rebound goes down to Southern 16-14. Only 6 offensive rebounds for both teams, 3 on each. That's not good. Second chance points are tied at 2. Southern outleads them in bench points, only 12-10. And points in the paint, Southern only a 2-point edge there, 18-16. When Southern usually dominates the game, it's in the paint. And they're not doing that today. The games have been tied at 6 for today. And we've had 4 lead changes. Southern has led 15 minutes and 41 seconds. Grambling only a minute and 47 seconds. So Grambling, of course, has been on the low end of this most of the ball game here today. All right, when we come back, it's the second half of this game. We've got a doubleheader today. The men that will take on the Grambling State Tigers as well. Alumni night, and the arena starting to fill up pretty nicely. And all kind of activities going on with Alumni night. We'll have that for you for the second half of our doubleheader today. We'll be back with the second half right after this. Southern leading at 35-31. This is the Southern University Radio Network at Pelican Sports TV.
Legendary Import Group, distinguished service and detailed attention. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. Stop by 10660 Coursey Boulevard or phone 225-960-1191.
Tickets to Fans Workshop.
Hey,
text your 5-digit zip code to 82,000.
And,
Seating is extremely limited, so text your 5-digit zip code to 82,000. Text in the next 10 minutes, and you'll also reserve a free copy of Fans. Just text your zip code to 82,000.
Wow, look at these roses. They're gorgeous.
Happy Valentine's Day, honey.
Oh, thank you. Guys, this Valentine's Day, you can order like a pro with gorgeous roses from Pro Flowers. She'll be thrilled when you surprise her with roses. And right now, you can get her a stunning bouquet of 1 dozen red roses with a free glass vase for $24.99 plus shipping and handling. Just go to proflowers.com, click the blue microphone, and enter secret code 5252. These gorgeous roses are guaranteed to stay fresh and beautiful for at least 7 days. Pick a delivery date, and it's guaranteed. Time is running out, so hurry to get 1 dozen red roses with a free glass vase, starting at $24.99 plus shipping and handling. Beautiful flowers, amazing prices. You'll be a Valentine's Day pro. The only way to get this incredible deal is to go to proflowers.com, click the blue microphone in the upper right corner, and enter secret code 5252. That's proflowers.com, code 5252.
Make your tax refund go further at Lumber Liquidators President's Day Flooring Sale. Get waterproof flooring up to 40% off. All laminate on sale up to 40% off. Even new Aqua Seal water-resistant styles. Or get premium Bellawood solid hardwood from only $369. And let our installation team do the work for you. With special financing and our best price guarantee, you get a quality floor at the best value. Visit lumberliquidators.com for a location near you.
And now a message from Puffs Plus Lotion Tissues. Coughing and sneezing aren't the season's worst flaw. It's the ordinary tissues that can leave noses raw. With each little wipe, they can leave noses red. So do your sniffing a favor. Buy Puffs Plus Lotion instead. Puffs have lotion to soothe and are soft on your nose. You'll feel the difference with each of your blows. Especially during cold and flu season, a nose in need deserves
Preparing a meal. It's a lot like preparing for a game. It involves hard work, the right plan, and attention to detail. Great food, that's our passion. A taste of Louisiana, handcrafted from scratch. Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Home, away, any game day. At Walk-Ons, we'll help you do game day right.
And welcome back, everybody, here to Pelican Sports TV and the Southern Radio Network at the F.G. Clark Activity Center on the campus of Southern University. And it will be Grambling State basketball to start the second half. Coleman will inbound it right in front of us. And here we go. Scott O'Bear's back in the ball game. She gets down on defense, number 4 for Southern. Want to see her get back in this in the click, because like I said, when she hits from three-point land, she's beautiful. She takes those shots right on the mark. All right, Tigers have the basketball. Coleman, long pass out. Here's Hill, and Hill's shot will not fall. She has been off today. Again, comes in averaging 19.2 per ball game. She's only got 3 points in the ball game. Danielle Charles, Skylar Aubert, three-point shot. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. She's got 6 in the ball game. Her first tray of the ball game, and only the second three-pointer of the game for the team. And Southern now leads at 38-31, back to a 7-point game. Here's the shot. No, nowhere near it. Alaric Scott pulls down a rebound. Here comes Danielle Charles for Southern University. Danielle gives it to Skylar in that same spot she had a three, but she didn't do it this time. This time right in her face was Jasmine Boyd on defense, and she couldn't do it. Danielle Charles on this side to Alaric Scott. Back on top to Aubert. Aubert back to Alaric Scott. Scott can't find anybody, gets it to Towner. Jade Towner's going to take the shot at 7 seconds. Good looking shot, just a little short. Hill comes down with a rebound for Grambling State. And Hill going to take it to the house, and she missed it. Rebound comes down to Alaric Scott. Here comes Scott. Scott's going to go on a 2-on-1 fast break. Nope, she should have pulled it out. That is a young mistake on her part. She should have pulled it out. She was outnumbered, I should say, on that one. Here's right there. Bad pass from Hill. Threw it right into the hands of Towner. Danielle Charles. Both teams are turning the ball over pretty good. Here's Danielle Charles. Takes it from coast to coast. Lays it up. That's going to be a jump ball. That'll be Southern's basketball.
Possession, Jaguars.
Good job on the tie-up right there. And Southern University will keep the basketball on their side of the court. 38-31 the score. 7-point game with 8:18 left to play in the third quarter. Pass on out to Aubert. Aubert takes it, and she gets fouled. Let's see who they're going to call the foul on. I believe it's 25, Conley Banks. That's her third. You can see it right here again. There it is right there. Just put too much body into it. And now Aubert will go to the free throw line. Aubert is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe here so far tonight. Her first shot in. That's 7 in the ball game for her. And Tanera Moore comes back in the ball game. Number 22, Cowart will come out. So here's Aubert. Second shot, got it. 8 points in the ball game for her. And Southern now on top by 9. Their largest lead in the ball game, 40-31 at the 8:09 mark. Grambling State with the basketball. Boyd has the ball now on the top. Pass it on down around the free throw line. Couldn't do anything with it. Is Yancey. Back on the other side, here's Boyd for a three-point shot. And that was a long one out there. That's her first 3 of the ball game. She's got 7. And she comes in averaging 11.9 per ball game. And it's now back down to a 6-point game, 40-34 at the 7:45 mark. Alaric Scott on this side. Scott, ball goes out of bounds. It was tipped off of Hill. Southern will keep it with 15 seconds to shoot. So let's see and here's the inbound to Danielle Charles. Charles, a product of New Orleans. Aubert's got the ball with 7 seconds. Aubert from the free throw line. She kind of skipped a little bit. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be off of Grambling State. They're going to call off Southern.
Substitution checking in for Southern, number 3.
Brittany Rose comes in the ball game, and coming out, Alaric Scott, number 2. Brittany Rose so far with only 4 points in the ball game. Here come the Tigers with Hill. Lady Tigers with the basketball. Down to the other side to Coleman. Back on top to Conley. And that's Hill back with the basketball. Hill, good ball movement. Takes the shot, and nope, missed it, but she's fouled. And a foul be Aubert. That's her third. You can see it right here. Aubert right there. That's where she fouled him in, on the reach in. She's had her arm pointing forward, and that's where it headed. It looked like almost all ball on that replay. And here is the shot, and Hill missed it. Hill is now 1 for 3 at the free throw line. She is just, sometimes you don't have it. Sometimes you just don't have it. Kyla Hill, a 5'7" senior from Little Rock, Arkansas. 40-34 the score, and here's the second shot. And that would win. Hill with only 4 points in the ball game. Southern now with a full court press coming in from the Tigers. And that's going to be ball almost thrown away, but saved by Brittany Rose. Good shot. That's a kick ball. Kick ball off of Parsons for Grambling State. And the Southern University will get it underneath their own goal with 20 seconds. 35-40 the score. Southern on top by 5 points. Looking at the inbound pass. And finally gets it on in. To Moore. Back out to Parsons, who's back in the ball game for the Jaguars. 6:47 with 11 to shoot. Here's Parsons. Tried to take it, but she was stripped. It's a good defensive play right there for the Lady Tigers. Good shot right there by Coleman, Justice Coleman. Only 7 seconds to shoot on the shot clock. And here's the inbound. She better do it. Here's the inbound pass. Good shot right there, and she found Jaden Towner.
This is from Coco.
That's 11 points of the ball game, and Coco, they call her. Good shot, Jade, from Miss Parsons for the assist and the bucket for 2. And that's going to be a foul on Southern. That's going to be they're going to call the travel. They're going to call the travel. Let's watch it right here. Right here. Oh, yeah, she took 3 steps right there. Good shot. Good shot. And Towner thought the foul was going to be on her, but she walked before the foul occurred. 42-35, 7-point game for Southern and the Lady Jags. They've led the most of the way. Here's Brittany Rose for a 3-pointer. It was well short. She's off on her shot, too, today. Grambling State with the basketball. Bringing the ball down. Here's the shot. No, but it's again this time now. Towner will come down and foul. And 2 shots coming right here.
Number 24.
That's her first personal foul. And right here you can see it. Just had her arms all over. And here's the shot. No. Short. And no good. Grambling State from the free throw line shot 2 for 4 in the first. Now 2 for 5 of the ball game. They're 1 for 3 this half from the free throw line. They're struggling from the free throw line. And she'll have another shot coming right here. Williams comes in the ball game, the Southern Lab product. Second shot won't go, and Williams pulls down the rebound for Southern University. Full court press now coming. Rose has got it. Long pass on out to McWayne, but McWayne almost had the ball taken away from her. 10-second count now. It is 10 seconds, yep. Good defense for the Lady Tigers. They're now with a full court press. Being called in from Freddie Murray, the really second-year coach. He was interim last year, brought him to the NCAA tournament, and then he got the job full-time. It's his first full year as head coach. And here's a steal. McWayne with the basketball now. Pass on top to Courtney Parsons. Coco, they call her. 42-35, 5:27 left here in the third. And Williams was not expecting the pass down low. Actually, that was number 22, Moore. And here's the layup. No, good shot. Williams touched that ball. Put back up. No. Williams had it. Now gives it back out to McWayne. And McWayne will pull it back out to Courtney Parsons. 5:03 left. Both teams struggling from the field. How about this? Grambling this half 1 for 5 from the field. 1 for 5. Southern not much better, 2 for 7. Long pass, now making 2 for 8. And rebound comes down for the Tigers. Put up and in, and it's going to be a foul on Williams. Hill will go to the free throw line. She's got 6 in the ball game, and Williams guilty on the foul. So it's an old-fashioned 3 right here, and you can see easily hacked her. And Williams gets another big-time foul. That's her first of the ball game. Timeout of the ball game. 4:46 left to play in the third. Southern on top, 42-37. Back after this on the Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
What's the most important aspect of event hosting? Location. This is something that Bell knew from day one. That's why we're located in downtown Baton Rouge, across from the convention center, close to LSU, and right by the river. So with a friendly staff, award-winning cuisine, and a massive conference center of 10 rooms and 24,000 square feet capable of fitting more than 2,000 guests, what we offer is just as important as where we are.
You'll be a Valentine's Day pro. The only way to get this incredible deal is to go to proflowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the upper right corner and enter secret code 8080. That's proflowers.com, code 8080.
And we're here at the F.G. Clark Activity Center on the campus of Southern University. Southern right now up by 5, 42-37 of the 4:46 mark. But Miss Kyla Hill with an opportunity to cut into that lead and knock it down to 4 with a chance for an old-fashioned 3 after the foul from Williams. One shot here. And from the free throw line, she's struggling, though. She's 2 for 4. And this one rolls and goes. That's 7 of the ball game for her. And it's a 4-point game, 42-38, 4:46. Full court press coming right here. Good pass, Brittany Rose to Lyric Scott. Williams wide open down there and scored it. Good ball movement by the Southern team. That's teamwork right there. Good teamwork. Lyric Scott on the assist right there. 44-38, back to a 6-point game. And I know that, going to the men's game later on today, Sean Wood's going to be happy to see this crowd. Oh, Rose almost had a steal. Down low, and that's good teamwork right there for the Grambling State Tigers, and Coleman scores 2. That's 10 of the ball game for Coleman. Long pass out this way. They're breaking the press a lot better right now. And as I say that, Lyric Scott going to be called for the foul, and she tried to get the ball back again after she lost it. And the fans are going to boo here. And that foul on Lyric Scott, it's only her first. And you can see it right there. That's a frustration foul. That's a frustration foul. Grambling State has the basketball. Down low to Coleman. Coleman, double team. Williams got the steal from her, though. Williams knocked it loose. Pass to Williams right there. Down the other side of Lyric Scott. Lyric, that's going to be a charge. And Lyric Scott with 2 quick fouls. Bam, bam. And it's a 4-point game. 44-40 with 3:40 left. Right here, you can tell it. She had her feet planted. That was a good job defensively for the Lady Tigers. That's definitely a offensive foul. Scott O'Bear will come back in, and Rose will come back out. Brittany Rose just didn't have it today. But boy, I tell you what, you don't want to leave her wide open downtown because she will nail it. All right, here comes Hill. Another person has been struggling, and that's good for us. She averages 19 points a ball game. And she has right now 7. Steal, and they're going to call a foul, and that's going to be number 4 on Hill, their top scorer. That's another frustration foul. She lost the ball just like the last time. You can see it right here. She lost it, and then she tried to grab Courtney Parsons, and with that, that's a foul. That's her 4th foul of the ball game. All right, so here we go. Courtney Parsons with the basketball and gives it to Towner. Towner with the basketball, gives it to O'Bear. O'Bear with the basketball now. Gives it on over to, now Parsons has it on the top. Parsons only 7 to shoot, 3 minutes left to play in the third. Parsons with 3 seconds, they're going to call a charge. Going to be a push. That's Courtney Parsons' second. And here it is right there. You can see it right there. Look at it right here. Look at the push-off. Bam. And that little acting wake, too. A little acting right there on that part of the Grambling State Tigers. And now the ball gets away, and Miss Scott O'Bear comes down with it. Pass on this side to Lyric Scott. Back on out to Danielle Charles. Southern 4 turnovers in the last 4 minutes. Almost another one. And they do have another one. That's 5 turnovers. And for the ball game, they have 13 now. Here come the Grambling Tigers. Boyd. And Boyd will get fouled down low. And she is going to go to the free throw line. Here's the foul right there. They're going to call that on Towner, number 24.
Foul charge to Grambling, number 24.
That's her second. Parsons, his first trip at the free throw line tonight. She's coming in the ball game as a 65% free throw shooter. Takes her first shot, and she made it. That's only her 8th point of the ball game. The Tigers have 16 turnovers in the ball game, 6 this half. 44-41 the score, and that shot is in. Boyd hits both free throws, 9 points in the ball game. It's a 2-point game now. Grambling State has come back big time. Towner, long pass out this side to Scott. And Scott throws the ball away, and I believe they're going to call a foul. The referee was right in front of me. I believe they're going to call it on number 4. Yep. Scott O'Bear, look at it right here. And she's got it right on the top of the head. And O'Bear will be guilty of her 4th foul.
At the line, shooting 2 for Grambling, number 13, Jasmine Boyd.
Jasmine Boyd will shoot. Nope, they said at the free throw line Jasmine Boyd would shoot. That's not true. I didn't think that was. It's only that's the 5th team foul. All right, Tigers with the basketball. Try to do something with Seal. Here's a long 3-pointer from Boyd. She hit there earlier. A WNBA 3 and didn't make it that time. Rims out. 44-42. Southern needs a bucket here. Towner's going to try a 3. No. Good-looking shot, just short. Hit the front of the iron. Here comes Grambling State. Hill, one-handed shot. No. Rebound comes down to Alaric Scott. And Scott for Southern University comes down with the basketball. Just a physical basketball game right now. O'Bear with the basketball, and on the side of Danielle Charles. They'll reset the offense. 17 on the shot clock, 1:17 on the game clock. Bounce pass to Towner. Towner looking around. Can't find anybody. 7 seconds now. We got a foul away from the ball. It'll be against the Grambling State Tigers. It'll be down low. 25. That's number 4 for Conley. She'll come out of the ball game. Now Brittany Rose comes back in the ball game. Scott O'Bear will come out. You can see the frustration on Scott O'Bear's face. So a fresh 30 for Southern. They'll get the ball underneath their own goal. 1:07 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Southern on top 44-42. Give the ball to Rose. Rose right here being cut off. 1 minute exactly left to play here in the 3rd. Bounce pass out to McWayne. Or correction, it's Moore rather. Sorry. Now Danielle Charles. Here's a Towner 3-point shot. No. And Moore will get her own basketball, get her own rebound. Good shot. And now they can reset the shot clock. 22 now to shoot and 33 left to play. It's about 13 seconds difference on the shot clock and the play clock. Danielle Charles going to get fouled down low by the Grambling State Tigers. Number 12, Coleman. That's her 2nd personal foul. 28.7 seconds. You can see it right there. Danielle Charles not afraid. Danielle Charles from New Orleans, not afraid to take it down to the house. 5'6", senior. 5'6". Now the shot clock is off at 28.7 seconds on the shot clock, so they can get the last shot here. Alaric Scott gets the inbound, gives it to Rose. Brittany Rose holds it, got plenty of time. Take as much time off the clock as you can. 2-point game, 44-42. And now another foul called against Grambling State, and another foul called on Coleman. That's her 2nd quick foul. That's her 3rd. And now at the free throw line is Rose. Rose's first trip to the free throw line. 44-42. As a team, Southern has been 14 times to the line. The first shot is in. Rose with 5 in the ball game. Waiting for her second shot. 45-42. This could make a 2-possession game if she hits this one. A 4-point game, and she got it. The line drive free throw. She got 6 in the ball game. Down to 15 seconds left. 46-42. Southern on top by 4. Down to the other side for Grambling State. Williams, this side. Coleman, back on top to Boyd. Boyd with 4 seconds. Down low. Good pass by Boyd. Gets it down low to Forte and score it. And that's how they score the end of the third. 46-44. It's a 2-point game. We knew it'd be tight, and it is. Southern leads by 2. Back after this timeout on the Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
The birth of legends are storied in this conference. We must never forget our rich history. We now turn our gaze to the future. The new legends will emerge. New heroes to arise. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Be our history.
It's all here. Visit myfamilymobile.com today. Walmart Family.
In 41 seconds of the game to Grambling's only 147. But Southern does not want to relinquish the lead towards the end of the ball game. Now the Tigers will have the ball and a chance to tie the game up or even take the lead with a 3. Coleman will inbound the ball right in front of us and do it to Hill, and we're underway. Fourth period, 46-44. Southern on top by only 2. Here's Boyd. No, it's not Boyd. It's 23, Yancey. Yancey gets it down to Forte. No, she can't do it. Rebound comes down to Southern. Good Towner. Good rebound by Towner. Here's Daniela Charles out to Rose. Boy, if Rose could get hitting it from downtown. Here's Charles. And Daniela Charles can't do anything with 16 seconds. Don't look for her to shoot much. Here's Towner. One-handed shot won't go, but right there, wide open is Lyric Scott. That's what I like about Lyric Scott. She's got 10 in the ball game. Her instincts to be right around the goal, and Southern back up by 2 possessions now. 48-44, the 9-12 mark. Down to the other side. Grambling State is Yancey. Yancey with the basketball. Yancey's bringing it around, trying to score, and it's going to be a foul called on Rose. Brittany Rose going to be guilty of her first personal foul.
Foul charge to Southern number 3, Brittany Rose. Her first personal foul.
And you can see it right there.
Of the fourth period.
Body check.
Substitutions check again.
And Rose with her first foul. So Grambling will get the ball inbounds. 9 minutes left to play in the ball game and a fresh 30. Long pass out to Forte. Or actually Coleman. Well, when you got the hair that's long, you can't see their back number. And then it's closed down, so it's kind of tough to see that sometimes. Almost a steal by Rose. Here's a shot from the elbow. Very short. Southern had a shot at it, missed it. Put back on. Here comes Rose now. Rose with a 2-on-1 fast break, Southern's favor. Rose will take it herself, and she's going to be fouled. Let's see if they're going to call. They're going to call a blocking foul on that. They will. That's Hill, and you can see it right here. Let's see if she had her foot planted. No, she was moving her right foot. That's Hill's fourth. Brittany Rose missed her free throw. That's 4 fouls. She is the first player in foul trouble for Grambling State. Aubert has 4 for Southern. Williams comes in the ball game for Towner for Southern University. Williams, the freshman from Southern Lab. And Rose has another shot at it. Rose is 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Her shot this time in. And that ball didn't spin at all. It just you didn't spin a bit. Just a shot put. Southern now has scored 4 straight, and they lead it 49-45. And Courtney Parsons get a foul on this side. That's her third. And right here on the reach-in. There she had it right there on the reach-in. All right, so Hill will inbound the basketball. She's got 4. She's staying in the ball game. She is her leading scorer. Boyd's the second leading scorer. She's got to get going for Grambling. Gives it on out to Coleman. Coleman back out on top to Hill. Hill with the basketball. Back out to Boyd. And that's going to be a foul called on Rose. That's her second. Brittany Rose and Hill got tangled up. Just got feet. They just got tangled up. Watch it right there. She pushed her down. She was actually sandwiched between Parsons and Rose. And Coward comes back in the ball game. Haven't seen much of her today. She started the game. She's back in the game now. Here is Hill. Hill takes the shot, and she always puts that left-handed like layup in there from way out. Looks like a shot put right in front of the goal. Missed it. 49-44 the score. 8-minute mark coming up. Southern on top by 5. And here's a three-point shot by Rose. Well short. Gets her own rebound and gives it back to on this time to Coward. Back on top to Parsons, and Parsons will reset the offense with a fresh 30. Bounce pass over to Williams. Wide open down low is Rose. Great job by Rose, and great job by Williams to see her. 9 in the ball game for Rose. Good feed from Williams on that one. Southern now 51-44. Southern right now is on a 6-0 run. And here is the Tigers down on the other side. Coleman's got it with 11 to shoot. Coleman on Williams, takes the shot and made it. How about Coleman? Telling the freshman, I'll take you to the rack, and she did it. All right, here's the inbound. That breaks the streak. It's 51-46 now. 7:04 left to play in the ball game. Rose from the baseline. Williams got the rebound, put it back up and in. That's her 4th of the ball game. And 53-46 the score. Pass on out to Boyd for a three-point shot. No. Rebound comes down. It's going to be a foul. It's called on Grambling, I believe, on Coleman. Yes. That's 4 on Coleman. Let's look at it right here. You can see right there when she went up. Right there. Parsons had possession, and Coleman just hit the ball away from her. That's number 3 on Coleman. They had another foul on her earlier, but they took that one away. So Southern has the basketball. 6:44 left to play, and the clock is ticking. 53-46 the score. Southern on top. Long pass on out to Coward. Coward to the top. Looking around. Bounce pass over to Southern University, and Southern continues to have the basketball. Good see Moore in the ballgame. Here's McWayne, and she gets fouled in the paint. And let's see if it's on Hill. If it's on Hill, she's done. No, it will not be. They're going to call that one on 3. Parsons. Here it is right there. And right there, body check. And Hill was lucky that they did not call it on her on the reach-in, because she'd have been done. She's got 4. And here's the shot. Good. McWayne's got 4 in the ball game, and she had 3 in the second quarter, and she hadn't scored since then. That's only her 4th point of the ball game. And she's 1 for 3 from the free throw line, now making 2 for 4. And she made that one. Good shot. 5 on the ball game for her. So here comes Hill down the court, and Southern leading at 55-46, 9-point game with a 6:13 mark. And that is the largest lead for Southern. Ball goes out of bounds off of Grambling, and Southern gets the ball. Good shot. And Southern gets the basketball. That is, surprisingly, the 17th turnover in the ball game for Grambling State. Time out of the ball game. 6:07 left to play here in the game between Southern and Grambling, and the Lady Jags leading at 55-46. Back after this time out on the Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
At Roadrunner Towing, we love our God, our children, our nation, and yes, our sports. So let's play ball. Score big when you need a tow, either in East Baton Rouge or West Baton Rouge. Because at Roadrunner Towing, we don't want an arm and a leg. We just want your toes.
Minutes, and you'll also reserve a free copy of Fans Money for Deals Guide. Just text your zip code to 82,000.
And Southern right now leading at 55-46. 9-point game matches their largest lead of the game. 6:07 left to play in the ball game. Southern now shooting at 44% from the field. 6 out of 17 this half for 35%. And just 1 for 6 from downtown this half. And they've not been hitting a lot of three-pointers. It's not their MO. They usually score a lot of their points in the paint. And right now, in the paint, Southern outscoring them just by 2, 26-24. All right. Parsons will take the ball, and she got it hit out of bounds. It'll be off Grambling. And Southern going to be off Boyd. And Southern will keep the basketball. So Lyric Scott will inbound the ball. The defense by Grambling State in the full court press has worked here a little bit, but Southern had broken for a while. Now they're breaking it again. Good shot, almost turned the ball over. Gives it back out to Parsons, and we'll set the half court. If they make a shot here, a free throw or a deuce or even a three, it'd be their largest lead of the ball game. So this is an important trip. This could put the dagger in the hearts of Grambling State here. Bounce pass to Lyric Scott. She's going to try a three. No. Got her own rebound, though. Puts it back up. Wide open. She got it in. Uncontested. She got it in. That's her 8th in the ball game. I love her instincts. 57-46. Her largest lead now, 11 points in the game. And Gist Hill continues to struggle. Lyric Scott almost had the steal. She's all over. You got to love her heart. Coleman will inbound right in front of us. Down by 11, 57-46. 5:15 left to play in the ball game. Southern on top. Looking to win for the second time. The sweep, the season sweep. He'll have the ball knocked away from him. Lyric Scott's got it. The ball is going to be tied up, and that'll be possession arrow pointed to Southern University. So good job by the defense for Southern. Southern would have won this game. They would stay in first place at 10-2. Prairie View A&M, the only team that beat them earlier this year, is tied for first, and depending on, they play Texas Southern today. Here's the pass, McWayne. McWayne bringing the ball down and just trying to get away from that press. And Courtney Parsons with the basketball. 4:55 left to play in the ball game. 57-46, Southern on top by 11. Southern on a 6-0 run. Here's McWayne, thought about taking the three. Now she'll take it inside the arc. Missed it, but barely touched the iron. Coleman rebounds for Grambling State. And here's a pass on out to Hill. Here comes Hill. Long pass out on this side. Back on out to number 13, Boyd. Jasmine Boyd struggling tonight. And she's going to try to take it in, and she made it, and she's fouled. I believe that foul's going to go on 22 more. As Towner called on the foul. and Moore was the one that got knocked down. Timeout on the floor. 57-48, Southern on top by 9. Back after this timeout here at the F.G. Clark Activity Center on the Southern University Radio Network and Pelican Sports TV.
Legendary Import Group. Exceptional service and a rare collection. You'll discover the only distinctive auto for the legend in you. We are legendary.
I am legendary.
I'm Team Legendary.
I am legendary.
I am legendary.
Now that's legendary.
Stop by Legendary Import Group today, where our team is honored to serve you. We are legendary.
Legendary Import Group, the only place for legendary care.
Sports TV and Southern University Radio Network. Right now 57-48, Southern up by 9 with 4:23 left to play in the ball game. And Boyd goes to the free throw line for a chance for an old-fashioned three. She got 11 in the ball game. Comes in the ball game averaging right at 11.9 per ball game. So she's right at her average. It's Kyla Hill's the one that we did a great job defensively on, averaging 19.2 per ball game. Hill's only got 7 points in the ball game today. So here's Boyd, 57-48, and she missed it. Rebound comes out of Towner. Courtney Parsons will bring the ball down. And Courtney should have brought it. It's going to be a foul called on Grambling State. But Courtney should have got it a little bit further down. I believe they're going to call it on 11. They will. That's Williams. Arielle Williams, her first. All right, so McWayne will go out, and Scotta Aubert will come back in the ball game. All right, Parsons got to get it down. She's got to get across that midcourt stripe. She does finally. Here's Alaric Scott, lays it up and in. Alaric has taken over. She's got 12 points. She had 6 points in the first half and 6 this half. Wide open Coleman, kiss it off the backboard. That's 14 in the ball game for Coleman. 59-50, still a 3-possession game, 9-point game, 3:49 left to play in the ball game. We got a timeout called by Coach Funches, and we'll keep it here. 59-50 the score. It's a 9-point game. And right now, Southern shooting at 8 out of 21 from the field at 38% this half. 1 for 7 from downtown at 14%, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line at 88%. Southern has 37 rebounds in the ball game, 15 assists, 18 personal fouls, 13 turnovers, and they've forced Grambling State to 18 turnovers. This Carlos Funches, his first year as head coach, was the assistant coach for years for Coach Sandy Pugh. It's his first job, and he's got this team in first place. And not only that, Carlos Funches got a good recruiting class coming in next year, but he's got a senior-laden team, but he feels very confident with his young players too. All right, Courtney Parsons with the basketball now, being double-teamed. Throws it on off this way. Here's Towner from inside the arc. Got it! That one rolled around like a roller coaster on a rail, but it finally went in. It's an 11-point game again. That matches the largest lead for Southern, 61-50. With 3:27 left to play in the ball game. Grambling State, Lady Tigers with the basketball. Williams has it on now to Hill. Hill being guarded by Aubert with only 5 to shoot. Pass on the other side. Here is Arielle Williams. 3-point shot will not fall. Rebound comes down to Grambling State, Washington. Here's another 3-point shot. That one goes in, and that's Boyd. And Boyd quiets the crowd with a big 3. That's her 14th in the ball game, and now the officials are talking. And are they saying that maybe she was not? I think they were saying that she might have been her foot on the line. It's going to be under review now. We'll try to get a replay on this on Pelican Sports if we can see this. Did she hit a 3-pointer or was it a 2? Let's watch it right here. That was a three-pointer. It was easy. Her foot wasn't even close to the line. That's an easy three-point shot. Yep, that's easy 3 points. You could put that one in the book. And that's Boyd with 14 in the ballgame. Good job for the Pelican Sports Replay. Good job on that, guys. So it is 61-53, back to an 8-point game with 3:01 left. And that one was easily confirmed quickly. But I like the way the referee said, you know what, it's a big game. Let's make sure it was a three-pointer. All right, Southern's got to move quick to break this press. They do. It's Towner on this side. Now to the other side to Aubert. And more fans are still filing in. And we're going to have a foul called on number 12, Coleman. That is now her fourth foul of the ball game.
That's her fourth personal foul.
Yeah. And they've got the scoreboard at 61-51, but they've got the official scoreboard at 61-53. I think it's wrong.
Personal foul, team foul number 5.
So with that, Courtney Parsons will go to the free throw line. All right, Parsons at the free throw line. Parsons is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe so far today. And the shot is no good. Just a little too strong hit off the backboard. I mean, hit off the back of the iron, rather. So Parsons will take another stab at it. And that was a little softer. That one went in. She's got 9 in the ball game. They got it 62-51 on the scoreboard. 62-53 is the score. All right, here is Hill. Could get it to fall and put back up and in on the follow-up right there on the tip in by number 20, Washington. That's her first 2 of the ball game. So it's 62-55. They got the scoreboard and there we got it now on the official score. Oh, that one's right. So we got it on Pelican Sports right and also on the official score, but the scoreboard now is wrong. Here's Parsons. Parsons puts it up, missed it, but she is going to be fouled by Grambling State. She'll go to the line. Williams her second. And there it is right there. Williams was out of control, and that was an easy foul called there. So Parsons with the free throw shot. She'll have 2. And her first shot in. 10 points of the ball game for Parsons. (62-63) now. Courtney Parsons, a 5'7" senior, and she's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And here's the shot. Made that one in. Both of them made by Parsons. She's got 11. And it's 63-55, 8-point game, Southern University. Here's Hill, long pass on this side. Here's a long 3-point shot, will not fall for the Tigers, but rebound. And here's another 3-point shot, goes right into the hands and missed, but she's fouled. Arielle Williams goes on for 2. 64-55 is what we got on the score. Let's see who the foul's going to be on. Coco Parsons, her fourth. At the line is Williams. She's making her first trip of the free throw line. Shot in. Williams with 4 in the ball game. She had a 3-pointer, and now 1 shot on the free throw line, and her second shot on the free throw line rattles and goes. She's got 5 in the ball game. And back to a 64-57 7-point game. And Ariel Scott, Allyric Scott with the basketball. Gives it to Courtney Parsons. And it's amazing we've got both the scoreboard and the official clock wrong, but our Pelican Sports score tracker is correct. Here's Jade Towner for the free throw line, got it. That's 15 of the ball game for Towner. It's now 66-56. Here's the shot, got it. Arielle Williams now getting on fire. She got 7. But she has scored 4 straight points. And timeout goes to Grambling State. With 1:10 left to play in the ball game. And Grambling State and Southern battling it out right here big time. 66-59. It says, so with that, we have 1:10 left to play. The men coming up right after this, 30 minutes after this game, the men will battle the Grambling State Tigers. Grambling won that game at Grambling State in the first part of the year, and Southern hoping to get down. Now, Southern's got to start playing because they're ninth. They're in the SWAC right now, and only 8 teams make the conference tournament. But we're in the second half, just starting today, so we got plenty of time. But, boy, February just flies by. And before you know it, we'll be in March Madness. All right, here's Southern on the inbound. Quick pass. And Lyric Scott quickly takes it down the midcourt stripe. And gives it back to Coco Parsons. 1 minute left in the ball game.
1 minute on the clock. 1 minute.
And that's going to be traveling call on Parsons, but Parsons thought she was fouled. Parsons thought she was fouled. No foul called. 66-58 the score, 8-point game. Here's the shot, missed, but she's going to the line. Hill is going to the charity stripe, and the foul will be on Parsons. That's her 5th foul, she's gone. And Parsons is fouled out of the ball game. At the free throw line, Hill is 3 for 5 today. 66-58. Kyla Hill, a 5'7" senior. She is from Little Rock, Arkansas. Averages 19.2 points per ball game. Here's the shot, in. And she's got 8. We got 66-59. Here's the second shot, in. 9 in the ball game. And now it's 66-60. It's a 2-possession game now, but we've down 50 seconds left to play in the ball game. Full court press, and Charles will get fouled, and that foul should come to number 11, Williams. Nope. They'll call it on 3. Parsons, her 4th. That'll be number 4 on her, and Dania Charles will go to the free throw line. Charles is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. So she'll have 2 shots here. 47 seconds left exactly, and it's 66-60. And here's the shot, missed. And coming back in the ball game for Southern University, number 22, Tanera Moore, a 6-foot freshman from Baltimore, Maryland. So Dania Charles gets another shot at the free throw line. 47 seconds left. Every shot now counts, whether it's free throw or from the field, and she got it. And Dania Charles with 4 points in the ball game. 43 seconds left. Southern on top, 67-60. Back to a 3-possession game. Here's a 3-point shot. No, off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Grambling and Williams. Back on out to Hill, and Hill don't have time. She's holding the ball on her hip. She's got to go here. Here's the layup, easy. She got it. That's 11 in the ball game for her now. And it's now 67-62. 5-point game. Southern's got to break that full court press. And Charles in 22 seconds does. She threw it away, but luckily Lyric Scott was right there. Right now low, and Jaden Towner scored it. Good teamwork. Jaden Towner with 17 in the ball game. And that 7-point game is going to do it. Southern's going to win the game. 3-point shot in, but that's a little bit too late for Williams. That's 10 of the ball game for her. 5 seconds left, and a foul called on the other side right in front of the Grambling State bench. And Skyla O'Bear will go to the free throw line. So you can hear the fans behind us chanting bye-bye. 69-62 the score, 7-point game. And Southern's going to go to 10-2 in conference play. Here's the shot, in. And O'Bear with 9 of the ball game. Got it for the second shot. She's got 10. And Southern on top, 71-63. Here's the shot. 3-point shot, no. And that's it. Game is over. Final score, 71-62. And that is the final. Southern University wins the game, and they go to 10-2 in conference play. First place in the conference. That's going to do it for us here at Courtside. The men coming up 30 minutes after this. I'm Chris Powers saying so long, everybody, from Pelican Sports TV and the Southern University Radio Network.